Hi, I'm Chris Coombs, and this is The Truth in Diabetes. So today I want to talk with you about something that I take very personal, very close to heart, and that is my love-hate relationship with insurance companies. Now, if you've got diabetes, you're going to have some issues with your insurance company. It's just the name of the game. It's the way the business is done. So insurance companies, in order for an insurance company to work, they charge you a premium. And then eventually they've got to actually collect more in premium than they pay out in benefits in order for the whole system to work. Otherwise, what's the point in being a business? Okay, let's be honest about it. Yeah, insurance is there to provide services, but they're also there in part to make money. That's the way the game works. I don't fault them for that. Now, what prompted this post today? Maria, we know each other through a mutual acquaintance. She started following The Truth in Diabetes last week, and she sent me an email, and this email said that her insurance company is saying, well, you can only get 50 test strips a month. Well, that is bull crap. I know there's kids watching, so I'll be friendly. This is one of those things that really bothers me, is because, really, not too many people with diabetes only need to know what their blood sugar is 50 times in a month time period. Most of us are checking, or should be checking, on an average of 4 to 6 times a day. So what I was hoping to do today was to give you a few suggestions on how you deal with this when it comes to dealing with your insurance company, paying for prescriptions, especially when it comes to your basic supplies. The first thing to do: every insurance company is going to have a member services representative. Those people are good people to work with typically, because if they're not going to pay for something, they're going to tell you why, and they're also going to be able to tell you what you would need to provide in order to get them to pay for the medication. Sometimes it can come down to maybe they're not paying for a particular test strip because it's not the formulary brand that that particular insurance lies. I use IHC. I don't know what it's called in Utah now, but that used to be the huge insurance in Utah, still is, but it goes under a different name now. Well, I'd been using One Touch supplies since forever. And then I moved over to a Blue Cross and Blue Shield plan, and they said you got to use Contour strips now. So sometimes it can be something that simple. So utilize that member services rep at your insurance company. Talk with them, find out what's going on, and if they're not paying for whatever the medication or supply it is, see if they can give you an alternative or what they would need to do in order to make it work. Second thing to do is to work with your doctor's office when they are going to prescribe a medication or a supply, something along those lines. Work with them to work with your insurance company. They're experts at this. They're professionals at this. They play this game all the time. But work with them to get prior authorizations from your insurance company. If they've already authorized you to receive something, chances are they're not going to give you a hard time, or you're not going to get sticker shock when it comes to go to the pharmacy or the supply company to get your stuff. And then finally, the last thing that I wanted to suggest that you take a look at, and sometimes your doctors can help you, this factors in maybe if you don't have insurance as well, is you can actually work with your doctor, because most doctors, well, they have these guys that come in, or these ladies, usually good-looking ladies or genuinely handsome-looking gentlemen, who like to bring them all kinds of free stuff. And that free stuff being, I don't know if they can still do this, but in the good old days, I know they paid for golf and things like that, bring in lunch and whatnot. I don't know if that's changed or not, but they bring them stuff, and one of the things that they bring them is a lot of samples. Sometimes if you have something come up where you don't have insurance, things like that, usually your doctor would rather see you have insulin or have the supplies you need than to go without. And so sometimes you can talk to your doctors about getting sample medications or supplies to get you through for a time period. But anyway, there's just a few suggestions I have. I would love to see other people in the community start posting. Share your story, share your experiences, share your tips. Because chances are there's somebody out there just like you that has the same issues or same challenges, and together we formulate a community of empowered people with diabetes that know how to take on some of these things and overcome some of those challenges. But as always, thank you for supporting The Truth in Diabetes. If there's anything I can help you with, feel free to email me, Facebook me, whatever works. I'm good to answer both. Remember, folks, disease or destiny, it's your choice.